Hey, welcome back, partners. You might be wondering why I'm wearing a cowboy hat, because sometimes on Wednesday we go to our friend Drew Taylor on the Wild West Crypto Show, but not today. Today we do every day. No other show on television does this. We do it every single day. We bring in a Democrat and a Republican. I throw out the topics. They mix it up on the topic. I mix up a drink, sit back and relax. They duke it out, and at the end, we shake hands and we part friends. My favorite mix-it-up duo is back again. They're a dynamic duo indeed. It's John Burnett. He's managing director of One Empire Group. And David Eisenbach. He's a professor at Columbia University. He's also our in-house presidential historian. David ran for New York City Comptroller. John ran for New York City Comptroller. David ran for New York City Public Advocate. So they're politically astute. And last week, all mayhem broke out. So I think this is going to be a Wild West segment. That's why I put my hat on. Guys, thank you for joining me. Okay. We've been going in and out of the impeachment hearings for the last 2 days. I keep cutting it like way before Frank wants to because I can't even watch anymore. I want to throw up. Is this the Kabuki Theater continues?
Actually, I thought you put the hat on because we're going to take out the rope, wrap the Democrats, and put them on a spit and roast them.
That wouldn't be the worst thing I ever heard. But Dave, why is your team doing this?
Well, why are they doing this, or how is it going? Two different questions.
How is it going?
How is it going? Well, in terms of building the case for the quid pro quo, done a very effective job. What we saw today pretty much confirmed that Trump was involved, was saying that in exchange for this aid, he needed to get Zelensky to announce an investigation.
Time out. Did any person you heard yet say Trump told them that they must have an investigation into Joe Biden to get the aid?
Yeah, that's what came out today.
Who said that?
This is the
Sondland?
Yeah, Sondland.
No, he said Rudy conveyed that message. He didn't say the president did.
He said that he knew that it was coming directly from the president, and he had written emails to Mike Pompeo saying this is going to make the president very happy because the deal was cut. Zelensky was going to make the announcement.
JB.
So now we know that David doesn't work in the law school.
Yeah,
right?
that's obvious.
This is not illegal.
Painfully obvious.
This is not a legal proceeding, John.
But
this is a political proceeding.
Look,
very
every single one of the witnesses is all hearsay. It's all their interpretation, right?
Well, this is Sondland, who actually had conversations with the president saying that
if this was in a court of law,
all he said,
and within a competent jurisdiction, this would actually not be allowed to go on because it's all hearsay.
My question
to your earlier point a couple of weeks ago, it's all political theater.
Do you think that Rudy Giuliani just went completely rogue, was not getting any direction from the president to get this deal for the quid pro quo?
The point is,
do you think that?
The point is, was it Vinland? Lieutenant Colonel Vinland?
Yeah.
Vinland? Vinman, whatever his name is. He said that, it's inappropriate or improper. He never said quid pro quo.
Not one person.
Not one of them. Didn't even use bribery.
That's
or any
why,
other word
that's why
that you want to come up with.
Yesterday and today's testimony really does show that people with direct connection and direct contact with the president were getting the message. I want this quid pro quo. I want this deal happening.
The quid pro quo that Gordon Sondland talked about today was, we want to believe that this new president is going to be different than the former corrupt Ukrainians. And we want him to show us a sign by coming out and publicly making a statement that they're going to look into all forms of corruption, including the 2016 meddling and Burisma. We want him to make a statement to show us he's different than the last administration. And then we'll do a call with him and we'll invite him to the White House. That was the quid pro quo. Come out publicly and say you're going to have transparent investigation.
No.
That was the legitimate request.
Joe Biden.
No.
Yes, okay. If you want to put your head in the sand because Trump can do absolutely no wrong, go for that. But come on, this is completely.
But it's not just the U.S. There are a lot of different allies that we have around the world also wanted Burisma and other officials investigated. Right?
No one cared about Burisma except for Donald Trump.
U.S. taxpayer dollars. After Joe Biden threatened Ukrainians to fire the prosecutor who was looking into Burisma. The oligarch fled Ukraine and went to London, and U.S. authorities tried to trace him down and track down the money that they thought he stole.
I'm not saying there wasn't
U.S. taxpayer
anything to
dollars
look
was
into.
spent on trying to track him down.
I'm not
We
saying
have an
there wasn't anything
obligation
to look
go get
into,
that, right?
but you can't deny that Trump wanted this announcement
What we
of
can't,
this
what we cannot
investigation.
deny, right, is Hunter Biden profiting off of his
Oh, yeah,
father.
no,
That
Hunter
is
Biden-
more conclusive
Hunter
than
Biden-
anything. In fact, we have the checks, we have the monthly payments.
This discussion is not about Hunter Biden. It is about Donald
It
Trump.
is.
It is about Donald Trump. And like I said before, Hunter Biden engaged in corruption. No question.
Right.
But Donald
and
Trump,
President Trump was saying, you know what, we need to look into the corruption, right, of the Biden family, as well as the Ukrainian participation
CrowdStrike server.
and the undermining of our election.
And if you
Why?
don't-
Because we don't want it to happen again.
if you don't do that, you're not getting the money. And
But
that's
they got
where
the money.
they got the money after the whistleblower
got
blew the
the
whistle
money.
on them, and they realized they were
No,
covering their
no.
pants
Okay,
down,
okay, let's rewind
and that's
this.
why they had to write the check.
Let's rewind this, right? What did President Obama and Vice President Biden do for Ukraine? Absolutely
Why are we talking
nothing.
about Obama and Biden?
I'm
This is
trying
about
to
Donald
draw
Trump.
a contrast here. They did absolutely nothing.
So what?
Even when Russia invaded Crimea, you would think, right, that, you know what, let's arm up Crimea as well as Ukraine and other potential
that's-
targets.
that's a
They did
separate-
absolutely nothing.
I'm not- and
but
that's a
but
separate-
President Trump,
Yeah.
even before the July 25th phone call, gave aid and
Javelin
support
missiles.
to Ukraine.
Javelin
So
missiles.
President Trump has done more than President Obama and Vice President Biden.
Separate conversation.
No,
All
it's
right.
not.
So we're going to have to leave it there, guys. I want to just finish on this, John, because you are a presidential historian also. Throughout the history of the great United States, has there ever been an instance where a president has been impeached and removed from office? David, I'm sorry.
There's always a first, and the ultimate question will be, do the Republicans want to stand by and allow a president of the United States to use taxpayer money to force another head of state to interfere with the U.S. election?
So the
And
On
answer-
hearsay, on
your
hearsay,
answer was
David?
no.
On hearsay?
But
based on today's testimony, this is not hearsay.
You're
That's
a
This
Columbia-
was direct
That's
orders
opinion.
coming from
You're
the
a
Oval
Columbia
Office
professor.
right to the.
You're a Columbia professor,
these
and I
ambassadors.
respect you a lot. Has any president in the history of the United States been impeached and removed from office?
The answer is no, but there's always
Thank
a
you.
first.
The answer is no, and like I said, it's all kabuki theater. We, the Republicans, control the Senate, so this is going to get killed in the Senate. It's just a big waste of time and money. But we'll keep talking about it because that's what everybody wants to talk about. John Burnett, David Eisenbach, thank you so much for being down here. I told you all heck was going to break out. I'll be back right after this talking about a pretty serious topic. We went into with Maureen Callahan how Amazon is out there Google's out there collecting medical data. Joe Salvani is going to talk about some public policies, how we can lower the costs of drugs and pharmaceuticals for everyone. Back after this.